the opening stage of the morning, stage 17, 8 kilometres long. This is Kalle Rovanperä and Joni Holtonen working away. They've got a broken belt. Have a look where it is there. There it is. You see that down there? That's the belt that they've removed. Really difficult to get into this where it is here. Actually, Joni took both. Look at this. You watch it back. Oh, you know when a co-driver takes both his watches off that things are getting serious. They really are. So we saw this yesterday. Rear left suspension under the wheel arch. They're accessing the belt. Kalle from the engine bay, Joni from the wheel arch there. They've taken the broken belt off. They've replaced it with a new one. Kalle Rovanperä sitting in 5th place overall. A myriad of issues for him yesterday. Working again with a problem today. This is so unusual to see Toyotas with any kinds of issues here, but it happens. It happens. Brenton Kelly with us. Brenton, have a look. That belt they've changed is which belt?
I'm just rolling up, but that looks like it'd be some sort of accessory belt.
Yeah,
it's weird that would be right here on the side.
Oh, so they've accessed it through the wheel arch.
Okay, yeah, so I'm seeing the motor sideways there. Looks like they've just cut the belt. Maybe it came off completely.
I think that's what's happened.
Look and get back.
They're trying to replace that broken belt. It's not as easy. I mean, as you can see, there is access through the wheel arch here into the belt, into the the casing and the engine bay. But it's not easy.
Yeah, you can actually see the wheels off. That would be on the belt. So it's potentially that it maybe bound up and could have stalled something out. If that stalls the car out, that's not really good. You can mess a lot of things up. So looks like they cut the belt right in half just to get it off, unwind it. And now they're looking to probably bolt that back up and slip another belt on.
Absolutely. They would carry spare belts. That is something they do on this event. Difficult start to the year for him. Monty was difficult. Sweden was extremely difficult. A rally he was in some ways expected to dominate, but struggled to find a feeling with the new tyres on the snow and ice. And he's come here, and he's struggled here. He's driven really well, but a few issues, a few punctures. That rear left yesterday, and now this belt. It could be an alternator belt.
Okay.
Yes, good.
Yeah,
thank you.
I love it. Still as polite as you like, still saying thank you, even with the pressure on. That just shows you he's a very, very decent guy, and they're working hard, they're focusing, but they appreciate the efforts of the team back in base, and they'll be talking to their own engineer, and the engineer will know these cars inside out. You'll know exactly what the situation is, what's needed to resolve it. I think they're maybe just going with this and just hoping. It's fixed. It is absolutely fixed, Johnny.
Yeah, it should be.
Good. That's good news. Which belt was it? The alternator belt?
Yes.
There we go. It was the alternator belt. So that's quite some effort. Okay with time, Joni, as well? Just about?
Let's see.
There we go. I mean, this is the beauty of this sport, and being able to bring this to you from this rural road in Kenya on the Safari Rally. Who'd have believed? My personal view is Kalle Rovanperä is right up there as the greatest motorsport exponent around just now. Maybe even better than Max Verstappen if you put them head to head. But to have this unbelievably talented crew working away at the side of the road here, we're able to bring you live these shots is it's quite something, isn't it? Look at the bag. It all fits in. There's a place for everything. That bag will be secured in the back of the car as well. A couple of little bits there. Yeah, don't forget your watches. Whoops. So they took a hit. That's a front left puncture. It's off the beads, that tyre. So did they knock something? Did something hit the car? Was there a big impact? That would be enough, PK, a big impact perhaps to cause an issue with the alternator belt?
I mean, it could. A rock goes up there. It's weird that it has a cover on it, so it could have a nice little impact. But it looked like it bound up, and they actually cut the belt with like scissors or something. So it could have bound up and became locked up.
Absolutely. But 8 kilometres just shows you. It doesn't matter how long the stage is. You can go 360 kilometres, and in the last kilometre of the rally, something can go wrong. Or the first kilometre. It doesn't matter where. There is jeopardy everywhere on these events. Well done, Joni. Great job indeed. That is our two-time rally champion, Kalle Rovanperä, world rally champion, heading to the final stage, into the final stages of the rally. They were following them on the tracker, and they went straight past stage 18, heading back towards service, but they've not made it back to service. As you can see, the car is parked up on the lakeside roads, heading back towards service, going absolutely nowhere. Bitter disappointment from the boys, watching the action through stage 18. Boys, I wonder whether we could grab a very quick word about what's going on here. Maybe having a little look at what they hit. Kalle, just explain to us what happened. Stage 17, first one this morning, it was a short stage. You picked up a puncture. Did that affect the belt at all? Do you know why that belt gave way?
No, it didn't affect anything. And actually we didn't even have a puncture, we just had a small deep hit. The tire was still fine, so they were not related anyway.
Is it an issue you've come across before?
No, not really.
Is it just bad luck, or is it just the Safari Rally? It's just what happens. So listen, so when did you realise? Because when you left us on the roadside, you seemed to think there was hope that you would get through the morning. At what point did you realise, no, this isn't going to work?
Not long after that we saw it's not working.
Okay. And so you've gone past the stage, heading back to service, and just lost all power, I guess.
Yeah, ran out of battery here.
Kalle, obviously it's been a tough start to the year for you. You were looking to score good points here. It now makes the rest of the season, it's a long way to go, but there's going to be a big fight this year to get the points that you need to get back into this battle.
Yeah, it's definitely not a good weekend. It looked good if we would have been getting some points and staying close, but now for sure the gaps will be much bigger for us.
And for Toyota as well, it is so unusual. We saw obviously the suspension issue you had yesterday and now this belt issue today. They're almost indestructible, these cars here. Unfortunately, it's you that's come across the bad luck.
Yeah, I think the previous years have gone so well for us also that we used our luck there, and at some point you get all the bad stuff then.
Well, listen, thank you very much, as always, Kalle, for talking to us. Go and watch what's going on. We'll see you at the next event. There we are, Kalle and Joni, just sitting, watching the action going on in the stage. That's the worst thing for any driver, isn't it? To see there's a big gap. Oh, yeah, that's where we should have been in the stage. So, well, a really tough weekend for them. A tough start to the year for Kalle Rovanperä and Joni Holten. And they've got it all to do now because Elfyn Evans is absolutely flying right now. But he hasn't lost any of his ability. He hasn't lost any of his speed. He is still the most remarkably talented young driver. And I would not yet bet against him winning this year. It's going to be tight, that is for sure. But a reinvigorated, a fired-up Kalle Rovanperä. Watch out in the next few rallies. I think he could be on one. So there we are, that car now waiting for recovery back to the service station. Isn't this great, being able to go live anywhere? We're on the side of the road. Look at these wonderful fans, by the way, before we go. This is what I love about Safari Rally in Kenya. There's so much colour. The fans love this event so much. They love Dirtfish as well, it's fair to say. Everywhere we go, people calling out Dirtfish. Yeah, I think these boys might be sitting here for some time because from what I'm hearing, there's a lot of traffic on the road. So there we are, folks. That is it, bringing you live news from the side of the road as it happens here on Safari Rally Kenya. What a tough weekend for these two boys.